What is up you guys, it's your girl Danni Louise, back at again with another makeup video. I do makeup videos here on YouTube for girls and boys with acne prone and texturized skin. I have acne, I have texturized skin. This look is absolutely... It was so fun creating this look, it was so gorgeous. I had a few of the products that I absolutely loved. Eyes I feel like are really wintry and so appropriate for the weather that we're having at the moment. Very November look, and the lips kind of give that a very November look as well. If you want to see how I got this look, go ahead and keep on watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you did like how I did this. If you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Back boom. Pow. I'm like sat on my butt. Of course I'm sat on my butt, or I'll be sat on my leg. We're gonna just jump straight into the video. I'm so nervous, like I don't know if you can tell. So what we're gonna do is actually gonna just jump into the brows. This is gonna be a full glam kind of look. I will be speeding this part up so it won't be like a, because I take ages to do my brows. What I've been really loving lately is using a soap for my brows. This is just the Pears Soap that is really dusty because I've literally like used it so many times. What I'm going to do is literally just grab my Morphe brow pencil, grabbing the other end of it that is also dusty. Look at that. I'm such a tramp, I'm sorry. I'm going to be using this and just scraping it on the soap and just brushing the brow hairs upwards. Before I do that, I'm going to just use a normal spray bottle like this. That's coated onto my brush. I'm just going to go ahead and use my little mirror down here and go ahead and just coat my brows, girl. I feel like the Pears soap is really cheap to buy. Like you can honestly buy it from Morrison's or a supermarket for literally like 55p. Don't ask me how I know that. It might be because I work at Morrison's. Yeah, and it is actually 55p. Aisle 4. I got you. And don't worry about leaving any like residue. Residue? Is it residue? Residue? Residue in your eyebrows, because we will be pressing them down in a minute and it kind of gets rid of them. Once we're happy with how they are and how they're in place, I'm gonna move in a little bit more. Just, I get my finger and just press them down. I don't know if this is a thing. I think I made it up. Giving you alien realness. Like look at my forehead. Once they're set in place, I'm going to go ahead and use my Morphe brow pencil. This was super affordable because Morphe is a super affordable brand, and obviously bro, it just broke. Like the pencil just come out. I'm there raving about it and it's just come out. But I think that's my fault because I've used this for quite a while, so I think it's just getting worn out. Okay, ignore that happened. I'm going to go ahead and just... I'll probably speed through this really quickly, but if you do want like an in-depth tutorial on a brow, let me know and I will do that for you, which I really focus on step by step on how I get my brows, how I do. Okay, so there's kind of like the outline. I do really like a straight brow at the moment. As you can tell, I shave the ends of my brows off because I'm extra and that's just how I do things. When you do shave the end of your brow off, you can have like space to draw like a line of however you want it. You can go down if you want, you can go more up. Like you just have that space, so it's like a canvas. Now that I've done the underline, I'm gonna go ahead and just do the top. Now I don't go all the way in because I feel like it looks more natural over here if you just leave these brow hairs alone. Now we've got the initial shape. You need a darker pencil. I know this is very brown. I'm gonna start filling this in. And I do press quite hard because this pencil is quite brown for my skin tone and my brows are quite dark. I am gonna need like a black pencil. Okay, now that you've got the brow that you want, this is literally like how I like my brows. You can have them any other way. I think the soap really does help with the front because I've literally not done anything with the front and it just looks really natural because of all the hairs that you can see. I'm actually just going to go in and just right at the front of my brow, I'm going to start doing brow-like hairs, strokes. So that's kind of like one brow done. I do like to just go over the front again with the spoolie on the back of that and just brush upwards It really doesn't matter how neat your brow is because we are going to go in and do concealer underneath and carve out the brow, so it doesn't matter if it's messy or anything because we can just clean that up later on. I'm going to go ahead, speed through the other brow now. That's the brows done. As you can see, my eyes are a little bit wonky. Funny story, this eye is actually a lazy eye. I get it from my mum. Thanks, mum. You're raggy. Get that from my mum. It kind of makes this eye go down a little bit. You'll see when I do my cut creases in a minute that my cut crease is different on this eye than it is this eye. Also, my brows are different shape. This one goes more up. As you can see, like, that's normal, and this brow just tends to go more up, and I don't know why. This one's more arched as well, but faces, they're not all symmetrical. If you are symmetrical, then I hate you. It's as clear as that. What we're gonna do now is just carve underneath our brows and get that looking really, really straight and carved out. Grab the Cut Crease Concealer by Makeup Revolution. I don't know if my camera will focus. No. Okay, so it's this one right here. I've been loving this for doing cut creases, but I've also been loving it to carve out my brows as well. The only thing I don't like about this is the applicator. Like, look at that. That's literally just from... Do you know what it is? I think it's because it's too messy. Like, that should just go on the brush, do you know what I mean? Not on the whole one. So as you're doing that, it goes onto your eyelashes, and that's just not a fun story for anyone to see. Not at all. What I'm gonna do is literally just grab another brush. Where's it gone, like? And this brush is actually from, I don't know where it's from. I bought it off Beauty Bay. I think it was called a bamboo brush. Literally just gonna grab some of that product off that because I'm no way using that. I think they really failed with making that because that is so messy. Bro, getting that in was so hard. I was like, what I'm going to do is just start carving out my brows. And you really don't need a lot of product. I know I've used quite a lot, but you don't actually need that lot. You don't need that lot. It makes sentence. I'm actually going to transfer some of that onto the other eye because I did use quite a lot on that side. When you're carving your brows, just be super slow with it. Like, just take your time. That's kind of like the underline of what we've got going on. I'm really hunched. I feel like I'm really hunched over. I'm like, hi guys. It's because I'm trying to get close for you guys to see. And then I'm going to go straight onto the other brow. Now we look like a wolf. And what I'm going to do after that is just drag the product down from my eyes. I don't know if anyone else does this. I connect it in the middle so I know that the brows are even. Because if it connects in the middle and that bit is the same, then we know that the brows are semi-sisters. With mine, they're not sisters, they're relative cousins. That's just how it is. I just put myself in there. That is not fully blended. What I'm going to do is actually just grab a tiny sponge. How dirty that is, that's disgusting. It's a sponge from Beauty Bay. It's a microfiber sponge. I don't know how I feel about these. I feel like they don't really blend anything out. I feel like they kind of pick up the product. I'm just going to use it for underneath here and just blend that out fuller. I mean, it does blend it out. Like, you can see it's blended it out seamlessly. But is that the product? Do you know what I mean? I need to stop here. Hello? Alright, I think that's as much as I can blend. I've been blending for like a proper hour. It hasn't been an hour, it's been like 2 minutes, but it feels like an hour. Right, now that we look like we've got a mono brow going on, do you see what I mean by the brow? Like, why is it up here? You know the film Just Go With It, and the woman's like, I've got a problem with my brows, and it's like in her hairline. That is how I feel right now. What we're going to do now is jump straight into the fun part, which is the eyeshadow. Right, this is the eyeshadow palette that we're going to be using. Look at these colours. Look at these colours. This is from Juivas Palace. I don't know if I said this right. This is quite an old palette. This is the Zulu palette. I think it's an amazing palette because the pigment is actually unreal. The way these colours blend, like I can't even form a sentence, I'm that excited. The way these colours blend is just so seamless on the eye. Like you will see in a minute, my finger was in the brown the whole time. Why didn't you tell me? The colours that we're going to be using is more these colours up here because we're going for a more autumnal look. Autumnal. These colours are super fun. I have used this palette before, so it's not like a first impressions because I have used this millions of times on my eyes. Can I stop? Like, am I alright? I'm going to go ahead and use these in my jewellery accent. I hope you all appreciate it because I fucking love my jewellery accent, me. I think it's grand. Guys, this is Nutella. This is what I use to wipe my brushes on. She's colourful. Don't get me wrong, she's different from the other squirrels, okay? Like, don't come for her. Don't. I'm just going to wipe off my brush on Nutella. Go in with the brown colour. What I'm going to do now is literally just focus on how I want that shape to go. I'm kind of doing like a halo kind of half cut crease moment. So I'm going to be placing the product above my crease. And what I normally do for this is look forward. When I look forward, that's where I want the product to be, if that makes sense. Can you see the pigment already? Like, that was like one dip and the pigment is there. It's unreal. And then what I'm going to do is literally like softly blend it out at the same time, so you have to do less blending. Like if you look forward, that's where I want it to be. Guys, I want to get into the COVID situation, but I feel like it would just start a heated convo, and I don't really want that. The one thing I will say is lockdown part 2. We do need it, like obviously we need it, but where the virus is spreading is colleges and schools. So they choose to close retail stores. I'm not even gonna get started on it. Let's just think happy, let's just think about makeup. Okay guys, now that we've got that kind of where we want it and the shape that I want, we're gonna go ahead and go in with a different colour. On the same brush, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the orange colour from the palette, which is this one right here. Go ahead and just place that really lightly on top of the colour that we placed down. If you put it too high, like here, we are going to run out of lid space and we don't want that. It's bat on my table. I'm really lightly just going to press this colour in and put it over the top of that brown colour we just put in, while at the same time trying to blend those colours together. And this is where you really have to trust the process, guys, because I know I look crazy right now. I wouldn't be like, done, ready for my close-up. Eyeshadow is honestly, it takes time. So I got my, I don't know what this is called, a rectum, a daith, a Draco Malfoy. This is cool, but I got it pierced and it freaking hurt. When he put the needle in, it literally was like, he was tugging, like he was like, right, breathe. And I was like, yeah, I love that pain. Would recommend because it looks dank. Okay, wiping off the excess on Nutella, I am just going to go ahead and focus more on blending those two colours together. And this honestly takes time. I feel like that's the shape I want. I mean, I've got the shape down. I feel like that's the blend I want as well. Last step is to go in with this yellow colour right here and go on top of the orange that we just blended into the brown. One habit that I do have is using the same brush for everything. I need to stop doing that because I have all these brushes in front of me, but I'm that lazy that I just don't want to switch up my brush because I love this brush. This is like a proper luxe, like Morphe. I don't know what, listen, you will not never ever see me naming brushes in my videos because I don't know what they are. This is a fluffy brush. Now that we have that canvas, like this part to play with, we can just go up to that and really blend out that orange. Now this yellow is super gorgeous because it's not too vibrant, like you can definitely see that it's on my eye. Guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna change my brush. Thank you. I heard you clap, thank you. I'm gonna go in with this super fluffy brush. This is from Spectrum. Going with that yellow. Ooh. Hold the brush towards the end. You don't want to hold it like here. I have a habit of doing that. I do that, but if you hold it at the end, you have more control of the circulation. That sounded like I was a doctor. Like, you have more control of the circulation. Oh my god. And you see the blend, man. Guys, I think I'm going to stop there because I feel like I'm going to overblend. I'm really happy with the ombre. You can really see how the yellow and the orange and the brown have really like gone into each other. It looks like a sunrise. What I'm going to do now is cut the crease. Now, disclaimer here. I hate cutting my crease. Personally, I'm not very good at it. I feel like I have improved over the years. Go ahead and do it anyway. What I'm going to do is use the cut crease canvas. What I'm going to do is just pop some of this product straight on the eye. Now, I've got a trick for you guys. You probably already know the trick. And they're like, I've got a trick, guys. I've made up this new technique. Well, no, I copied it off someone else. Product on the middle of your eye, right? Like that. And then what we're going to do is look up and around. Okay, and as you can see, that's transferred. Where that's transferred to, that's where you want to cut your crease. That's where naturally that concealer wants to go. Just go ahead and cut the crease. Did you see that fly? Now we've got the cut crease on there. What we're going to do now is go ahead and use the same colours that we used to do the eye. Oh! Oh! I'm not a makeup artist. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time. I just make it up. But I do enjoy playing with makeup, and that's all I will say. I enjoy playing with makeup and creating looks. Place that above the brown, like exactly like we did on top of the lid. Wipe it on the tail's booty, just the final colour, on the same brush again. If I'm looking over here, it's because my viewfinder's over there. I think I mentioned that. You shut up! The pop of colour that I'm actually boldly going to go for is this blue. It's going to look like a painting. I've already done this look on my Instagram, so I have tested out on what it looks like, and I think it looks really pretty. This colour is absolutely freaking gorgeous. Just go in with it here, like, I'm going to pop this. Oh yeah, look. This is why I love Juivas Palace. This is why. This is why. It's the pigment that it's giving, guys. Why am I so angry? Stop it. This fly. Don't mess with me. Right, once we meet where we've done that ombre, I'm going to start blending those colours together. I don't know how this is going to go because when I did it yesterday for my Instagram, I kind of did the blue first and then the ombre. That blue is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I think I'm done with that look. So, the lashes that I chose today are these ones by SoSu in the style Hayleigh. I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to that. I'll speed this up for you guys so you don't have to watch me putting glue on lashes, unless that's what you want. It's the greatest show. You're everything I want. You're everything I ever need. What I'm going to do while that is drying is go ahead and use mascara. This is the Skinny Lash Mascara by Wet n Wild. Now this wand, do you see this wand? You see this wand? I'm going to go ahead and just coat my lashes with this. I like my top lashes to be quite clumpy and quite dramatic. Like, this has given them like long length. Yeah, so that's given it length, but it hasn't really given it any volume. And another thing I'm not very good at is adding lashes. That takes a hell of a lot of practice. Adding lashes to your mascara, to your eye, to your mascara. Right, what I'm gonna do, and another take your pills. Another tip for adding lashes, actually looking down into your mirror. So you wanna look down because you wanna get on as close as lash line as possible. Right, and what I do is I add the middle first with the outer corner. And then lastly, because the inner corner is kind of like the hardest part to get on. Now, I have such a problem with my inner corners on lashes because they never stay there. Okay, I feel like that's on. Inner corner still feels a bit funny, but I always have a problem with my inner corner, and that's just me. Look at those lashes, guys, like, look how gorgeous they are. I think they really fit the look as well. That is it for the eye. I'm gonna go off camera and do the other eye. And this is gonna be quick for you, but it's gonna take me about an hour. Do the other eye off camera, and then we'll be back to do the skin, which is the fun part. Guys, we are back. We did it. We got there in the end. We've got both eyes on. What we're going to do now is jump straight into the skin. Now, disclaimer as well. Disclaimers have I done today. I was just watching back my footage just to check that everything's all right. I'm not liking how my audio is sounding, so if you guys do watch this and the audio is really muffly, it is because I don't think my mic is working, so I think I'm actually using the Canon mic. What I'm going to do is order a new mic tomorrow from Rode. How that plays out, because I'm just not liking how the audio is sounding. So please put up with it for now in this video, and then hopefully in future videos to come, the mic and the audio will be a lot better. Now that's out of the way, we're going to go jump straight into the skin. Hi. My skin, I have acne, okay? It's going to look textured, it's going to look freaking bumpy. So what we're going to do is go ahead and go in and prime our skin. I've already moisturised with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I'm going to go ahead and use this matte primer from Makeup Revolution. It's called the ONYX primer, a mattifying primer. And I'm just going to pop this. Yes, I know what you're thinking. It's black. Honestly, it does fade out, so I'm just going to pop that on different areas of my skin and just start to, it does blend out. However, I've just touched my skin and it's gone that red. That's how sensitive my skin is. I'm not, I don't know, it smells like plasticine, wherever that thing is, plasticine that you put in your wall. It smells like that. It is, look, can you hear that? Definitely giving it a tacky base for us to work with. So so what we're going to do now is just go ahead and I'm going to use my Fenty foundation, which is Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. Obviously, who doesn't know what Fenty is? If you don't, just leave. Bye. Look how dirty that is. Few squirts of that. What I'm going to do is grab this massive dirty ass sponge from Real Techniques. It's really, really big. Use the Revolution Hydraulic Spray and just spray that. I don't know why I do that. I feel like it gives my skin more of a glow, I think. I've sprayed my mirror and I can't see. I'm just going to start blending that out. Every time I put, like, I hate doing my makeup when I have a breakout. I think this relates to everyone with acne because it really freaking hurts. Like down here, like that's going to really hurt here. That's where I've got most of my breakout. Ow. Putting foundation over the top of spots. Obviously, it's not good for the spots, we know that. A lot of people say, oh, you're putting acne on top of your skin, just let your skin breathe. We do that, like honestly, I don't wear makeup every day. Like, I really don't. Obviously, if it makes you happy, you should just do it. I feel like you should just screw what other people say and just honestly, if you want to wear foundation, you wear foundation. If you want to cake it up, you cake it up. Do you know what I mean? Right? Let me preach for a minute. Don't know why I always go in a Joey accent. And I thought do it because I can't cope with people, you know. That's one layer. I think it is really nice. Like, it has blended out really nice. I am actually going to go ahead and go in with another layer just because of where my breakouts are at the moment. I honestly have battled with my skin so long. I've had acne since I was 16 years old. I'm 24. Yeah, you heard me. 24. I should have a wife and a wife? Oh, okay, didn't know I swung that way. I should have a husband and kids by now, but I don't. One habit that I will stop doing eventually is looking over here. Oh, it's so annoying. Every time I watch YouTube and they're like, so yeah, today I'm going to be, I can't. I will be looking at you guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to use the Zoeva Concealer. I think this is really, really good actually. I'm going to go ahead and just pop that underneath my eyes. Now I put quite a lot on. That's just me. I like to have quite a bright under eye because I feel like it just looks really pretty. And I only put concealer on under my eyes. I know people like to put it on their T-zone and on their chin and on their forehead. I do that sometimes. Like, that concealer is gorgeous. Like, I feel like it's really, really nice and seamless. I feel like blended out into like nothingness in a good way, which is really good. I'm going to use the Fit Me Powder by Maybeline. Obviously you can see it's well loved. I'm going to go ahead and just put my sponge in it and actually just press the powder in instead of dusting it on your face. When you dust the powder on your face, it dusts away. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like when I don't have clear skin, this is only recently that this has started to flare up around my face, around my mouth area. But every time I don't have clear skin, I feel like my base doesn't look as seamless as it could. It looks pretty good now. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, girl. Go in with bronzer. I freaking love doing bronzer. I think it's such a fun part of your makeup because it just kind of brings everything to life. Because when you're looking like an egg like no definition in my face. So I feel like it just gives you that warmth that you freaking need. Going with the KIKO Milano. This has got a bit of a shimmer in it, which I kind of like in the bronzer at the moment. I have been liking that. And what I do is I kind of bring this up towards my temple. I don't really go all the way here because it will look like you've got really droopy cheeks. My temple, and just kind of sit it there. Like, can you see, I haven't blended it out properly, but can you see already how much that has that has just given my face definition? Like, please someone stop me. Someone stop me. Can someone take the brush? Take it. What I'm going to do now is go into blush now that I finally put the bronzer brush down. This is the Beauty Bay blush. This is quite new actually. A product that I have that's quite new. It's in the shade Coral, and look at the colour of this, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know. I haven't used this yet. I don't know how much I'm going to need because it looks quite pigmented. Beauty Bay. What are you playing at? That's gorgeous. Oh my god. Okay, it's got a bit of a glow to it as well. I don't know if you can see that. Gorgeous. You really don't need a lot of that, Nutella. I'm sorry. You really don't need a lot of that because I've actually got no product on this at the moment. I wiped it on Nutella's booty. So I put too much on because I was thinking, you know when you get a colour like this and you're like, okay, it's not going to be that pigmented on your face. And then you put it on your face and you're like, hello? Listen, I don't care. I love having too much bronzer and too much blusher on. That's just me. Feel free to be like, Danny, you've got too much bronzer and blush. I won't care. Look at your comment and be like, what's your point? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go in with the Dull Beauty highlighter. I have used this many occasions. I know they do quite a lot of different shades. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is how much I've loved this product. No, this is a stipple brush, but I've been loving it for my highlight lately because I feel like it gets more like on instead of just focusing it on a little brush. If you do that, you can get more of a glow. I also bring it down to my cheeks just so you can see the highlighter. Yeah, like, look at that. Hi! I love putting highlighter here. I don't know why. I love showcasing my forehead. Learn that about me as you watch my videos. So I think we're going to finish off the eyes. So go ahead and take my brush if I can find it. No? Oh, it's right in front of me. Use that brown in the palette that we were using and just pop this underneath my eyes, guys. Right. When I wipe it on Nutella's toes, yes, I toes this, I'm really wobbling you, oh my god. Going with the orange now. And basically what we did on the eyes, we're gonna do on the top. Okay, I'm done. Back in with the Skinny Mascara by Wet n Wild. So cute, my grandma, because I live with my nan. My grandma's in the other room, she's humming to her little services that she watches on YouTube. So cute. I'm just hearing her, she's like, yeah, guys, can you see that? Look. No, I'm done. You see this look? I hate bigging myself up, but I'm gonna big myself up. There we go. That's the colour I wanted. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and this really hurts because it's like not sharpened properly. I'm like cutting myself. I don't tend to overline my lips. I kind of just follow the shape that I have. Lip liner. Look how messy that is. Morphe. It looks something like this. Like, I don't know why, it just gives me life. And the cut. My heart actually stopped when I just. This is how much makeup makes me happy. The colour of this lipstick. It's every brown that you need. Now, this lipstick is very, very mattifying. It is very matte. If you do have super dry lips, like I have super dry lips at the moment, I should have moisturised but I forgot. Do it, because moisturise your lips because this is so matte. I think that's it. I think we're done. I think we're actually done. Nutella approves. She approves. By the end of my video, she's gonna just be multicolored scroll. She likes it, okay. So we are done with this makeup look. I feel like I've done everything I possibly can. Just a quick review. My favourite part of this makeup routine obviously is the bronzer because I love bronzer. The eyes, I feel like I'm really happy with them because they turned out really nice. The cut crease is really nice as well. We definitely went for more of an autumn, wintry kind of look. I feel like it's really appropriate during this time because we're having like some mad windstorms at the moment. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I will be so thankful because makeup is something that I love doing. I also love, you know, noticing I do have acne, and it is okay for people with acne to do makeup. When you have acne, put makeup on your face. I know it doesn't help the acne, right? But I know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say putting makeup on your face even though you have acne. Just do it. If it makes you happy, do it. I have acne. Putting makeup on my face makes me happy. I'm gonna do it. Ignore the haters. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna start babbling. Hit that massive subscribe button for me. Go ahead and follow my Insta and my TikTok. I'll put all my socials down below. Guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Yeah.